Welcome to International Documentary Film Festival Munich. It's 35th edition. It's a special edition this year. We go online because of the Corona crisis. So welcome to DOK.fest München at home. My name is Iryna Teichmann. I'm a programmer for the festival. And before we start talking about the film The Earth is Blue as an Orange with the director Iryna Tsilyk, I want to mention that this film, which is playing in the section Best of Fests, is nominated for the Audience Award. So please don't forget to vote for the Audience Award, the BR Kino Audience Award, which is donated by BR and Dreisat. Welcome, Iryna.
Hi.
How are you? How are you in Corona crisis, and where are you? I can see books in the background, so I guess you're home.
Yeah, I'm at home, and actually I'm quite fine. But of course, this Corona quarantine have changed a lot. I mean, all these circumstances, because, for example, I had to travel a lot with my film to different countries and cities, and I was waiting for that kind of experience. But unfortunately, I'm locked in my apartment and I see you just through this monitor. But at the same time, I feel quite well because 2 days ago we had our national Ukrainian premiere also through this online format. And you know, it was very cool experience because so many people had a chance to watch our film. And the audience was quite bigger than I could imagine.
How many people?
Actually, I'm not sure, but we had only 1 day of screenings and we have received hundreds or even thousands of feedbacks. And that was something really special. And also, you know, I was touched and surprised because few people with some physical disability, they wrote me that they had a chance to watch our film and otherwise they won't have this possibility. And, you know, I realized that maybe we also, how to say, we got something special in that
made the film accessible to people who wouldn't been able to watch it otherwise.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. So I'm trying to be quite optimistic. And also, you know, as to our project, we were lucky because we actually caught that last train and we had world premiere at Sundance. Then we had European premiere at Berlinale. And now, okay, we will see how it will, I don't know, go then. But we try to actually, we're searching for some advantages, yeah.
What was the most, you said you get thousands of feedbacks. What was the most touching feedback you got?
Oh, it's difficult to say because we were lucky to get so many special, strong words from really different types of audience, because it were professional viewers like critics and our colleagues, and also some viewers that actually are not really, how to say, usually they don't watch documentary films, and that was surprising for us. Maybe that's because we are quite famous now, because this award at Sundance Film Festival.
You got the directing award at Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah, and you know, it caught lots of attention in my country, and that is really great chance actually to catch this attention to documentary cinema at all.
That's good.
Yeah.
You called your film The Earth is Blue as an Orange, and it's not referred to in the film, but it's a surrealistic poem by Paul Éluard, like a lot. And how come you picked this poem?
You know, I was trying to find some special words, some formula that could convey that sense of surreality that me personally, I had felt this all the time during this journey of shooting these people, civilian people in the war zone. Because when you come there with your fresh eyes, you see that very weird, very strange parallel dimensions that exist so close to each other. And all these people, I mean civilians, they live there and they feel some really strange things, some dangerous things as some normal. And that was really surprising for me. So I was looking for something that could convey that surreality. And then I found these words from this poem of Paul Éluard. And also our film is quite poetic, I think so. So we tried to, actually we chose it. And of course we had some, I forgot this word in English, doubts. We had some doubts. But then, you know, we had such a special moment. We were the participants of a very cool workshop for documentary filmmakers. It is called DOK Incubator. And we had the moment when one of the producers, he asked many decision makers, it were different people from very cool festivals, to vote and to say yes or no for our title. And everyone told yes. So we decided to leave this title.
About your background, you mentioned this poem and that your film is poetic. You're a poet yourself, like you're also writing.
Yeah, that's true. I write prose, I write poems, and actually I've been once in your city in Munich as a poet only. So maybe next time I will go there as a filmmaker.
Pardon me, what did you say?
I mean, I've been once in Munich, in München.
As a poet? Okay.
Yes, I took part in some literary readings, and that was actually a very special journey for me, because at that time I have invited my grandma, and she was with me, and that was her first experience to go abroad. And
wow.
So I have such a great memories about your city.
So your works are translated into German?
Yeah, I have different translations. Unfortunately, I don't have published books, but you can find different translations in German of my poems.
Okay, great. I didn't know about that, so I have to get hold of them.
I will share with you if you want
Thank
to.
You. So they are like published in anthologies or with other authors. Okay, cool. Well, maybe you can tell me a bit about your protagonist, about Miroslava and her family, and how you met them. And maybe also what I'm interested in, because you were just talking about entering war zone, how it changes, two questions in one, how it changed you, like entering war zone and being there, and also maybe how it was to keep your poetic, you know, like, is it possible to keep this poetic approach, to keep it up, to keep spirits up?
You know, during this last 6 years, I actually had plenty of possibilities and chances to come to the war zone, and I was interested in that experience. And first, I was going there as a poet because I took part in some different literary readings for local people that live at the line of separation. And that were actually very special experiences for me, because I have met so many people that live there, and I had a chance to see them, to talk with them, and to have my own experience, because it's really important to see that kind of things with your own eyes, not through the news, through some other perspectives. And then also I took part in a very cool project, which is called Yellow Bus. That is a project which is made from different professional Ukrainian filmmakers that arrange cinema camps for children in the war zone. And you know, I've seen so many teenagers that live there, and I saw how this experience of making movies changed them. And then I met this family, because two of the girls from this family, they took part in different cinema camps from Yellow Bus. And then one of the girls, Miroslava, she invited me and my film crew to come to her city, to her family. And when we met her mother, her siblings, when we saw this small city, which has quite a special atmosphere, we just realized that we could do the whole film just inside of their house. And actually, I guess it was a very good decision for my team.
Mm. And now the second part of the question was, like, you were talking about the medium as a mirror, right? Which is like the main topic of this, and the main goal or aim of these camps. How it affected you, because you kind of made the same experience, right? You went there to film in the war zone, and a film in a film.
So how did it change me personally? You know, it was so long journey. I mean, this 2.5 years from the idea to the end of our project. And of course, this project has changed all of us a lot. I mean, me, my cinematographer, and my sound engineers, because we have met so many people there, not only our family, I mean, our protagonists. And we had a chance to dive deeply into their life and maybe to realize much more about what does it mean to live there, because it's really special atmosphere of their being. I mean, this everyday shellings and all that kind of things that they even don't pay any attention to it, because when we just started to come there, it was really surprising and weird, because we saw that teenagers, for example, who were watching some, I don't know, excerpts from Cinema Classic on that cinema camps of Yellow Bus. And at the same time, we were listening to the sounds of shellings from outside. And these children, they did not pay any attention to it. And it looked so weird. Or for example, these kids, they were shooting some scenes for their own short film. And they chose the location, which was actually on the line of, it was exact on the line of the minefield. So it was really dangerous to be there. And they reminded us, adults, how to behave there, because we did not have that kind of experience. But you know what is really strange? When you come there again and again, you realize that you also
get used to it.
Yeah. And that is something that I didn't really like. And I realized that, of course, all of us people, we have to adapt somehow to this reality. But it's important to remember that the war is not normal at all. And all these kids that grow up in the war zone, actually, they are all traumatized, actually. And you feel this when you have possibility to communicate with them a lot. But yeah. I just wanted to add, but at the same time, this line of them shooting their own film about themselves, as for me, it tells us about their way to work somehow with their trauma. Of course, they don't realize that they do it, but we see that with our optics, from our perspective, that it's some work with this individual and collective trauma.
Have they seen the film, and what do they think about?
Yeah, that is actually a very special moment. I mean, we had few moments, and you know, our protagonists, they were waiting for the big screens. So the eldest girl, Miroslava, she was at Sundance with us, and that was very special premiere, because can you imagine this girl? She's 18 years old. She's a student of cinema school now. She studies for cinematographer, and then she has seen this film on a big screen. She was crying all the time, and she was so happy at the same time. And the other girl, she was with us at Berlinale. But you know, the mother...
Anastasia is her name.
Yes, Anastasia. But at the same time, the mother, who is actually the main protagonist for me personally, she still hasn't seen this film, because, you know, I will tell you It's not a secret. It's a very cool news. She became a mother again. So now she has five kids. 5 kids. And that's a pity because all the family, they had tickets for the premiere in Kiev. And the mother also had to be with us there in the cinema hall. But then the quarantine has started. And now she doesn't have the possibility to watch this film from the notebook. And she told me, I will wait because I also want to have this special experience. So maybe I will come to her and we will have some special premiere on her kitchen, I don't know, with our laptops.
So there's a man now too, because it's also a film about single mothers, right? Single moms. There's this.
Yeah, but it's because this family consists of these strong women. It's not because we wanted to focus only on strong female characters, but we chose this family, and all these women are single because the grandfather, he already passed away, and Anna and her sister Olga are single. So we see this city of women and children. It seems like that.
Oh, in the beginning, there's some other. Was it the grandmother? She says the phrase, or I don't know. No, it was someone. A woman,
that was the neighbor.
The neighbor cutting the hair of the family, and she says, "Why are only the women in this country responsible for kids?"
I don't agree with her because from my perspective, I see so many good dads in my generation, I don't know, these are my friends and families that I see around me. But of course, we have that kind of problem that usually it seems like that our women are much stronger than men. But maybe I'm wrong. And at the same time, these war times have changed a lot because also we have so many strong men around us that had to be actually strong and brave during these last years. And, it's also something personal for me too, because my husband, he's a writer, but he had to serve as a soldier in the Ukrainian armed forces. And that experience was also very surreal for our family. So I know something about that.
So now it's when this the whole family is fine, and there's a kind of a new father for the kids, right? In a way.
Not really, and that is some personal and special situation, but they are good. Just believe me. I mean, this family, they are such a big optimists, and they try to do everything despite of any circumstances to feel good. So I believe everything will be fine with all that brave women.
Yeah, we can see that in the film. What's going to be next?
That's a question. Regarding this film, I hope it will have some festival journey, still have it. Because of course many festivals had to change the format to choose some other rules of the game, but all the world changes all the time, so we will see what will happen next to all of us. And as to me, I just applied to the pitchings of our Ukrainian film state agency with the script of the fiction film. So I also want to try this and to do my debut fiction film.
Good luck with that. Please share your poems with me.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Iryna. Have a good day.
You too.